Welcome to planetghost.com. In this tutorial we will learn how to grant few rights to the authenticated user and to make a new sort of user in Drupal. Now after we log in as the administrator, under user management there are two sort of roles that is set. One is the anonymous user. Any person visiting your site is the anonymous user, and the second sort of user is the authenticated user. The person who comes and registers to the site becomes the authenticated user. Now there are few sort of permissions that are granted to authenticated user. Now in this tutorial we will learn how to grant few permissions, like creating a page or creating a story. So we will grant few rights to the authenticated user to create a story himself. Now before I do that, I'll show that there is no right to the authenticated user. Now I've logged out as from the admin and I'm logging in as the user, normal user, authenticated user. Once I log in, you see I just have the access to two links. One is my account. From my account I can just view my profile. I can view my profile, my contact information, my interests. That's it. I can't do anything else but just view my profile. Now if I want to grant few rights to the authenticated user, I'm logging in back as the administrator, going under user management, and I'll go under permissions. Under you now I will grant the access of creating a story to the authenticated user. Now create a page content, create a story content. I'll check this link, delete own story content, and edit own story content. Now I've given three permissions, that is add, edit and delete, to the authenticated user. Adding, editing and deleting the story. Now again what I'll do is I'll log in as user 1, which is the authenticated user, and you will see I've got the access, the authenticated user, the user 1 has got the access to create content link, where he would only get the access to create a story. He can now also create a story. I've written my new story and I'll save it. You see this page has got saved. Now he's also getting the right to edit this and also having the right to delete it, as we have granted him the right to delete it and edit it. I'll delete it. Are you sure you want to read my new story? Yes. Okay, the story has got deleted. Okay, so this is how we assign rights to the authenticated user. Now this might be dangerous. If you don't want to assign such rights to your authenticated user, you can obviously make a new sort of user. Say if you want, there are millions of people coming and visiting to your site, you can't manage to post content yourself, so you will make a new sort of user um, you can name them editors. So what I'll do is I'll go back to user management roles and I'll add a new role that would be editor. Editors. Okay, you see the role has got added. Now I can click on edit permission, or we can go back to user management and click on permissions. It's one the same thing. You see, initially we just had two columns here. One was anonymous user, authenticated user. Now the third sort of user that has come into the picture is editors. We'll put access comments, post comments, post comments. We'll put all those rights that, and I'll remove the create story content from normal authenticated user which we just gave, and we'll give that rights to the editors. Delete any story content. We can also grant him the rights of block, administering the blocks. And I'll save it. I believe we should also grant him the rights of accessing content, listing, create page, delete. Okay, I believe that would be all. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll list my users. Under user management, I'll see there are how many users do I have. I have two users. One is user 1 and the second one is user 2. Now user 1, I'll make him the editor. Now once you come here, you'll see the roles assigned to this user is authenticated user. If I want to make this user an editor, I will just click on the checkbox and I'll save it. Now I'll log in as the editor, user 1. Okay, now see, you can see that I have the access to create content here.